Right now, we can already see Bernie has a humongous group over here. Biden's group is pretty small.
So the Biden group. So you look like lovely, wonderful people, but it doesn't look like you made the viability threshold.
Not yet.
Not. There's time. This year. I'm not trying to be funny, but no. But where? What are you going to do?
But other candidates, i.e., Pete Buttigieg, he declared victory last night, and Joe Biden didn't. Why?
This crowd is for Joe Biden. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, maybe 10 or so. So one more look at, oh, they're gone. The Joe Biden folks are gone. There's 2 left. Only one person showed up to support Joe Biden.
Joe Biden's group was not viable.
Biden, I don't know if he's going to make it. We'll see tonight if he makes it on.
Of precincts reporting from all 99 counties, Joe Biden presently trailing in 4th place.
Joe Biden is coming in 4th or 5th place.
But there has been some reporting and some concern about former Vice President Joe Biden. He's actually got a lawyer involved in this now, and some people have sort of criticized him for maybe spinning this to his favor.
Well, look, you see in the letter, we have real concerns about the integrity of the process. And I think there were some significant failures in the process last night that should give voters concern.
After a 4th place finish in Iowa and now polling 4th in New Hampshire and leaking support.
I took a hit in Iowa, and I'll probably take a hit here.
Former Vice President Joe Biden. After finishing a disappointing 4th in Iowa, Biden dropped to 5th in New Hampshire.
But the delegate math, well, it turns around and it will tell you that everyone got the same amount, except for Biden, who, of course, got a duck egg, nothing.
Now that Bernie Sanders has finally dropped out of the Democrat presidential primary, that leaves Joe Biden as the presumptive Democrat presidential nominee. And if you don't hear Democrat voters cheering about that, well, it's because they aren't. According to a recent ABC Washington Post poll, only 24% of Democrat voters are strongly enthusiastic about Biden as their candidate. That is the lowest number on record for a Democrat presidential candidate in 20 years. In fact, 15% of Bernie Sanders voters said they're going to vote for Trump over Biden in November, including viral podcaster and comedian Joe Rogan. And why would Democrat voters or even swing voters be excited about Joe Biden? He pretends he's a moderate establishment Democrat, but he's not.
Democrat Joe Biden has defeated Donald Trump to, of course, become the 46th president of the United States. He's gotten more votes than any other U.S. president. Expectations are high, Rafael.
More votes than any other U.S. president. And
this is looking to be a fairly comfortable victory for Joe Biden, despite the fact that it's taken us almost 4 full days of counting to get there. It's not the landslide that some polls have been suggesting. It's not the sort of result that we saw in 2008 where Barack Obama beat John McCain by, more than 7 percentage points. But it is a comfortable, more than a 4 million and growing vote lead in the popular vote. But, of course, that's not where the result is won.
Trump's lost these 3 donors. No Republican officials, elected officials, were at his speech the other night. You think he can win?
He's going to win the nomination handily, Stuart, and then he's going to go on and win the general election. That's my prediction. That's what I'm here to tell you. There is nobody like Donald Trump in the Republican Party. There is nobody like Donald Trump on the Conservative side. No one can pose the challenge to the system that so deeply has to continue to happen, that what we had for the first 4 years, no one can do that except him.
OK, 74 million people voted for him in 2020 in the election. You think all of those 74 million people will vote for him again in 2024?
Absolutely, particularly if it's against the most dangerous president in history, Joe Biden.
The most dangerous president in history, and the answer is?
Joe Biden, without a shadow of a doubt, Stuart. Whether it's the mental decline, whether it's the people that are pulling the strings, whether it's the policies, all of it makes him the most dangerous president. It's not particularly close.
OK, you think he can run in 2024? He's going to turn 80 this coming Sunday. He will be 82 by the time of the next election.
Stuart, I think they're going to wheel him out if they have to. I really,
Why?
I believe the Democrats are going to stick with him.
You don't think there's any other talent in the Democrat Party?
Well, look, I think that they believe that he's a safe pair of hands. I think they feel that he kind of abates any of the concerns about extreme, because the media have been running this protection racket for Joe Biden.
That's true.
For almost 50 years.
And an attack system against Donald Trump. That's for
absolutely.
sure, guaranteed.
Yeah.
Maybe I misjudged his speech the other night when he declared for the presidency, because he did not look back. He didn't look back to 2020 and try to rehash that election. His supporters don't want him to do that, I don't think. They don't want to sort that out. They want his policies, but not necessarily him.
Stuart, I thought his announcement speech was spot on. He was serious, he was disciplined, he was focused. When he contrasted his record to Joe Biden's, it was illuminating, it was incredible. The first act was great. We just didn't get enough of it because of the French Republicans, because of the Chinese virus, and those kinds of things. But if we can get a second act, which is a continuation of the first act, I'm telling you, day one, Keystone Pipeline comes back.
That's true.
All of a sudden, the economy will come roaring back. People's 401ks, gas prices get lowered, grocery prices get lowered. We can be confident to be Americans again. The woke stuff will start to go away again. That's what we need, Stuart.
OK. Great accent, by the way.
Thank you. I've been practicing it for a while.
I know you have.
Just for you.
Just for me, thank you.